Welcome, my friends. Hello. Welcome to Don't Call It a Comeback, a game where we figure out which Northern Realms favorite mechanic is going to return to the game with this new Way of the Witcher Northern Realms legendary card. And on this board, I have picked 9 missing Northern Realms ability that have been loved by the community passionately at one point in time. And I have not made any errors on this list. First of all, I'm going to give you the artwork right here. This is my boy right now. I'll tell you right now, this is the founder of the School of the Griffin. My friends, this is Erland. But what does he do? What does this guy do? So let's see here. The first one I have right here is boost self by the damage you dealt this turn. Who remembers which card did that? There's a hint in a lot of these. There is a hint. Matty is correct.
You are the man for doing this.
Matty is correct. That is Hubert, or also known as Hugebert. The second one is spawn fog on the opponent's row and spawn dire wolves. Which Northern Realms unit? All right. I'll give you guys a freebie. It's not this one. It's not this one. I'll give you the freebie. It's not this one. Can I get some McBee Woodland? Can I get some, what is it, McBee Woody in the chat? Can I get some Woodies in the chat, please? That one was for you guys. That was for you guys. The next one here, there it is. Gulo, my boy. What's up, everybody? The next one here is play the top card from your deck and give it armor. What card used to do that? Anybody know what card used to do that? Anybody remember what card had that ability right there? Sure you do. Sure you do. Someone you probably know just said Stennis. That's correct. That was one of Stennis' abilities. In fact, it was Stennis' abilities a couple of times, and one of my favorite abilities. And we have damage an enemy and X other enemies of the same strength. Very, very popular Northern Realms ability. An ability that got Tailbot a master or a challenger win. Anybody remember what card did that? Gulo's got it. Gulo's all over it. What about if you are losing by more than 20 points, do this. Aye, aye, sir. I should have just drawn the debate. Ooh, that's one that I'm sure we all remember. Yes, that's right. There's the debates. The Pabs is here. The Pabs is here. You know, this is a trip. This is a history lesson. This is a Gwent lovers reveal. Because I'm going to tell you right now, we are getting one of these abilities back in a more powerful form than you would ever imagine. It's more than just what's in the square, my friends. It's more than just what's in the square. Boost all units in your deck. Who's going to give me that one, my friend? Who's going to give me that one? Oh, Milika is going to give me the sub. Thanks so much for the 6 months.
Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark.
Oh, man, I'm glad you didn't put 100 of those. He says as he turns his alerts off. Yo, the Pabs is in there. Full test leader. The wind one. Full test leader. Oh, baby. Yes. The 40 card full test, not the only referenced card here, because that one, the throwbacks, I had a lot of fun going through the throwbacks. Resurrect a unit and give it immune. Ooh, this is an easy one. Come on. We loved this card. Probably one of the most popular meme cards because sometimes you just get that 20-point shiny. Yeah, Medi's there. The wind one's there, or the wind one. Who knows? Drain all boosts from your deck. Look at the clue on this one. It's a trick question. It's a trick question. I had to dig for this one. I had a moment in my mind where I thought, am I forgetting that this was actually a card? Because I looked up all the Huberts and I couldn't find this one, but this is way back. Tech Taylor, thanks so much for the resub, my friend. This is way back. This is also Hubert. Hubert's on here twice. Hubert's here and here. Hubert has been, a really important Northern Realms card. And then finally, one of the most powerful and well-received Northern Realms ability, destroy a face-down card. Does anyone remember what Northern Realms card that used to be? Oh, with the dab, Mark the violinist, you're all there. The Roach dab. I knew that I knew we were just going to get, this is going to be the hottest Gwent chat ever. Because now we're going to start eliminating abilities here. Yeah, that was Roach Merciless back before back before he was Charge Siege. 12 provisions, 4 strength. I'll give you another hint.
Oh man, 12p. This is looking sick.
Oh, it's looking sick. You don't even know. Remember, this is not just this ability. This is kind of like what Arnagod is to Imlerith Sabbath. It's not the same card, but it's a reimagined version of it that is very powerful. So let's see. What could we eliminate here? All right, guys, I'll be real. I was memeing. Destroy a face down card. Actually was not very well received. So, okay. It's not the return of Roach Merciless. They don't want immune units so we can eliminate 7th. You don't think immune's part of it? Okay. You don't think Resurrect's part of it. I think Resurrect is probably the more outrageous idea. So somebody says you don't think it's Stennis? You don't think it's play the top card of your deck and give it armor? Yeah, that's probably fair. You know, that's not really all that exciting. I don't think we would do this one. Yeah, we know it's not Woodland Spirit's ability, of course. And you guys really want me to cross off this Resurrect a unit ability. I don't think I'm going to do that. Somebody says, oh my god, I hope it's not the first one. Gravish does not want to see the return of Hubert. Hubert. Well, you know what, Gravish? You're such a good guy. You're such a great player. Okay. All right, it's not the first one. It's not the return of Hubert. 5 abilities left here. It's scary. You guys are scared? Little Monka S. You guys remember how much we love Dun Banner? Wouldn't it be great if they came up with a way to make this, you know, we're seeing Mill, we're seeing Arnagod. They're finding interesting ways to bring back abilities that maybe we originally weren't so sure about. Maybe it's this one? All right. It's not the Shani ability. It's not the Shani ability. It's not Resurrect. Northern Realms is not getting a Resurrect, my friends. I had to draw that one out a little bit. I wanted you to believe that some of these are more possible here. You don't think it's damage unit, next units with the same power? You already have Lambert's Swordmaster? Boy, that sure is a really good point, Charles Reed. You got me. You backed me into a corner. I can't argue with that logic. You're right. It's not damage an enemy and X enemies with the same strength. We're down to 3 abilities here, dudes. Boost all units in your deck if you are losing by 20, aye, sir, or drain all boosts from your deck. Oh boy. Which of these was your favorite? Full test definitely? Kha'Zix is thinking it's full test definitely, yeah? Boost reserve for scoia'tael. You're hoping it's the middle? You think it's the middle? Lamau? Yeah, we went this far. We went this far with me teasing that this gold unit would somehow do something if you were losing by 20. But, you know, I can't fool you guys, really. It's not the Dun Banner effect. That leaves 2 abilities here. Boost all units in your deck or drain all boosts from your deck. Damn. If only I could do both of those things, right? My friends, I present to you Erland of LARVIK. He is a 12 provision point Witcher, 4 strength, on deploy, boost all units in your deck by 1, Adrenaline 3, gain immunity. You know, I didn't think I crossed out the word immune there. And then on order, remove all boosts from your units in your deck, and then boost this unit by the same amount. It does both. He can be full test the old leader. He could be huge Bert from beta. He's going to echo all sorts of feelings of Northern Realms nostalgia. And I got to say, this is one of my favorite returns of ideas that Way of the Witcher has provided to us. And there's a lot of stuff that you could assume we could do. All right. So we have ourselves a return of the 40 card full test leader. Of course, that's not something that's realistic anymore, but it is something that can give a lot of value early on in the game. When you boost all units in your deck, this guy is an amped up Vesemir Mentor in a way, but it's for all units. So would you play Vesemir Mentor if it was 12 provisions? if it affected all units in your deck, you might consider it. But of course, this guy does so much more than that. Of course, this guy does so much more than that. If you play him as your 4th to last cards, he's going to be immune. So that 4 strength, guaranteed. But at a different time in the game, perhaps a different game altogether, you may find yourself with Erland a little later on, and you're able to boost the units in your deck and immediately cash in on that. But how are we going to make this work? How do you make all this work together? It's kind of not so, we're not so sure about that right now. We have the Griffin Witcher Mentor, who's boosting but pulling out of the deck. And we also have, yo, what's up, Ocean Mud? Our lives for Ocean Mud, glory to Ocean Mud. So check this out, guys. If you haven't seen it yet, we just got here 17 minutes ago. We played a little game called Don't Call It a Comeback. It'll be on YouTube. But I tried to get you guys really worked up here. But what really is happening is that we're coming back to form. And yeah, this is a round 1 play. Anything in your deck gets boosted. So anything that's coming out of your deck later will also be boosted. Dun Banner, Blue Stripe Commandos, and whichever else. Perhaps something that you want to pull with Geralt Quen. Perhaps anything at all. I mean, when you're boosting all units in your deck, you're putting a lot of value into your deck. The quality of this card is really sacrificed to give quality to your other cards. However, there is the backup plan, and that's why I started talking about 40 card full test. If you remember, the old principle of 40 card full test is that you had enough units in your deck to take advantage of the fact that you put those boosts in your deck, because a boosted unit unplayed is a wasted boost. Erland tries to counteract that at every possible moment, but there isn't really an upper end. But you could say that if we're looking at Griffin Witcher adepts, it seems to be that Northern Realms is looking like they want to do a lot of conversion on smaller units into Witcher adepts. And if everything is the same in your graveyard, Pavetta can put a lot of units back into your deck. You can capitalize on this for Blue Stripe Commando purposes, or capitalize this just as a final play. But he's very versatile. He's very versatile in this way. I would love to know what you guys think about this now that you've had a chance to ponder it, think about it. I need to take a drink of water because even I was excited. I was excited by your excitement, my friends. Both. You guys are calling both. Drainability would be insane. I can't believe you guys called both. That's awesome. Gain immunity, and then I'm tagged. Yes, Pope. Gain immunity. Yes, indeed. Well, I told you it was going to be a bomb, but this isn't like, what is it? What, I can't remember it. Amphibious Assault, AA. I'm thinking the word adrenaline, where I came out knowing Amphibious Assault was the shit. This guy has a lot of stuff going for him, I think. It's pretty bonkers, huh? It's pretty bonkers, pretty crazy. You're already hating this card without facing it. Yeah, immune is a scary... That's why I was playing around with you guys with the Shani thing. With the immune thing. Like, you don't think it's immune? And I was going to circle that word. I'm like, we'll come back to this later. So, Tech Taylor's talking about a Sienna. Double boost all units in your deck. Ocean Mud saying this card's OP because round 1, you can set it, and the opponent doesn't pass. They get crushed. You set it. Yeah, you set it. And then if they do pass, your deck is... juiced up later, right? Now, let's also assume that we're talking about pricey Ocean Mud. Let's also assume you're playing Vesemir Mentor, and you're playing a Witcher deck. So, Northern Realms is now capable of doing more. I mean, Sienna, extremely pricey, of course. But yeah, being able to boost all the units in your deck just makes it so, I mean, it's like you're Skellige playing veterans. You're just dropping these 7-point units, but in Northern Realms cases, they're all engines as well. All God for your deck, but not just 3 units. It's a lot. 19 points for you lack removal, you're saying? Visagur's entered the chat. It's really going to be great. Like, think about trying to manage the boosts in the Uprising meta. It was difficult, but things weren't boosted immediately. Things were not boosted, like, right out of the gate. You still had to create a board. But in this case, yeah, getting everything ready to go. This is definitely going to change the way we build. But of course, at 12 provisions, we know that's expensive. Doesn't seem like NR is leaving tier 1 anytime soon. So the consensus here is that this guy is really strong. I think the strategic strength pointed out by Ocean Mud is probably, it's low tempo, but the idea is that when you play it, on the turn that you play it, you're playing it in the world where you're getting away with it or you're taking the round next turn. And if your opponent doesn't answer it, or it doesn't matter, he's immune, your opponent will just be like, okay, you just trigger Erland, get all those boosts, play another card, and now you're way behind. I imagine you're just way behind if you're on the opponent's side.
This is a spicy reveal. I'm excited and afraid.
Excited and afraid. So now we've seen the legendary cards for Skellige, Skellige, Syndicate, and Nilfgaard. Which one do you think is going to carry the torch as the meta pick? Because he's from LARVIK and Skellige. It is true, Eviction Notice. It is true, and also pointed out by a couple of people in my Discord that Erland is actually a native Skelligan, but he founded the Griffin School in the Northern Realms. Toss-up boosts to your Witcher? Yes, absolutely. Arcsent. I hope you guys enjoyed this reveal. This was a lot of fun for me to put together and think about, and it's always a pleasure to be part of the community to do these reveals. I am going to get this out to YouTube, my friends, but the possibilities are not cut and dry. I think, yeah, the strategic ability of playing this, offering your opponent a very bad situation, or playing this in a different round altogether, capitalizing in different ways. And who knows, we still see a lot of cards left to be revealed from Northern Realms. Perhaps there's something that makes this card even better than it looks right now. Something that maybe puts a little bit more cohesion, makes some more sense. But we definitely have big boost support. We have shield support. And we have puzzle pieces waiting to fall into place. So I hope you get to start your week great with this spicy reveal if you're watching it live or you're enjoying it over your morning coffee out there in Europe. Just a quick hello from me today, my friend. Thanks for stopping by. And of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to drop a like and subscribe. We're going to be enjoying Way of the Witcher any day now. And boy, there's a lot of stuff in between. More huge legendary reveals. Gwent Masters 2. Take care, everybody. I'm going to go feed the old doggo, and I'll see you guys later.